Cody, go back. Good! Good dog! That is a good dog!
Hillbilly girl, just as sweet as wine.
Go back. Good. Go back. Go back. Good dog!
Like a muscadine. Said you get a little touch of that Holy Ghost.
Cody, go back. Good dog!
Catfish hair.
Good. Good girl. That's a good girl. Oh, good. Good. Did. Good dog. Good dog. Real fun. Good. We're back with Cody. You know, it's something interesting before we get into today. Last night, for the first time, I watched a couple of these on YouTube, and it was interesting to me. I'm going to make a point of trying to watch them. One thing that's interesting is I watched like 7, 8, and 9, or 7 and 8, I guess. 9 was just posted by us. So I watched 7 and 8, and this is, I think, like number 17 or 18. So we're at least a week behind on it. So I'm looking back on a week. And it's interesting to me, one of the things that I noticed was I probably talked to her too much. And I think it's because of the camera. I'm trying to explain everything that's going on. I do think that's making it harder, a lot of verbalization. I don't know that I can avoid it because of the camera. Another thing that I took away from it was every time in 7 and 8, when I had issues, after watching it, I didn't necessarily know the issue at the moment. I guessed at some of the reasons why she might have been doing something, but after watching it, it became really clear. One of them was here, where she ran up, and it was very uncharacteristic of her. She was nervous or hesitant to pick up one of these dummies. She took a lot of encouragement, and finally she picked it up by the tip of it and carried it back to me. It was very, I thought maybe, and I mentioned it in there, something about, you know, I just sprayed with bug spray before, and maybe there was something there. Earlier in the morning, we had a pheasant that it was actually right in this area, that Spry had picked up and I made retrieves with, and I thought maybe that was throwing her off with the nose, like she was thinking there was a bird there, not just a dummy. That wasn't it. It was completely the bug spray, because we had a camera sitting there, and as she went to pick it up, she kind of flinched at it, and then she was just so delicate about hesitant to pick it up. And I noticed, I know that because of watching the video, but as there's a ton of mosquitoes out, so as I put mosquito spray on in the morning, if you put it on with your bag on, it's going to get on your stuff, and I probably did that morning. If not, it was sitting right next to me. So I made a point now of putting my mosquito spray on, not having the bag around, not putting it on my hands, or if it does get on my hands, I wash them before I touch these things. That was a dumb move on my part. So I recognized it after. Another time when she was having a really hard time going back through, I think she was struggling to go back through, it wasn't when she was going through the tree line, it was the one before that, but I had set up an unseen where I pitched it behind me, and it went into a little bit of cover, and she found it in there. Then I tried sending her past that unseen, and every time she went to it, that's an old memory for her. So eventually, does she have to be able to understand there's nothing there anymore and I got to work through? Yes. In training, I shouldn't have set it up that way. So the things that really stood out to me are when I do have problems, almost always it is my fault, and so I have to recognize that. But I don't think it's the worst thing. I just think that's real life. Like, that's how training goes. I think by recording these, you literally see you see every mistake. You see everything that goes good, but you see everything that doesn't go good, and that's very realistic. So I started watching. Part of my takeaway was, man, it doesn't go nearly as smooth as it feels like it goes when I'm doing it live. But that's reality. I guess it doesn't always go that smooth. So I'm gonna continue to watch them a little bit, because I do think I can gain stuff from it after the fact and put it in my mind so that I don't make those mistakes again. So I don't think it's a bad idea for you. You don't have the luxury of having Wonder Boy with you filming, but you can record stuff. I wouldn't pay attention to it that much. Maybe put your phone on a tripod and just go do something. then watch it. I do think there's some value in it. So we're going to start out here, again, being 100% transparent. This morning I had all the dogs out. I did several things before Ben got here, and my patience level has been pretty short. Nothing that the dogs have done, just I've noticed, and I told Ben right away, I just don't have a lot of patience this morning. So I'm going to try to make sure that we have a positive session here. I don't let that interrupt. If we weren't doing this recording thing, I might have took the morning off of it, just because my mind isn't in the best state of mind for training. But we got the weather, we got Ben, we're going to try to get something positive out of it. So I'm going to start out this morning. We started going over this fence in the last couple days. Yesterday we did it, I think we backcasted her over it. So we're just going to build into it to start out. Now, I always cross first, so this is a separate training thing, so I am muddling this go back a little bit, but it's very realistic for me. I start to add layers to things when dogs start getting stuff. We don't want to do the exact same thing over and over. We're going to start adding some little additional elements, and this is just going to be one of them. So she's learning to go over, good. So I'm going to send her back for that dummy. I'm not going to go real long today, distance-wise or time-wise. My idea today is let's just be short and sweet. Let's get a little bit of success and get the heck out of here. Good. I really noticed in the video, I know my mistake before when I was sending her and she was hunting short. It was I wasn't reading her body language, whether she truly had that bumper in mind or not. I've gotten a lot better. I mean, 10 days ago was a much different story than we are today, and that was one of the things that really stood out. That was kind of before that light bulb moment for myself. So I really have to pay attention to her body language of she leans in, she bobs sometimes, her shoulders move. She gives me these little clues. I can't send her until she's got it. And sometimes that means we've just taken another step forward. I don't have the luxury of just sending her like I do some of my older dogs that I've had for a while. I know when they have it and I send them. She is a little touchy. She's a little touchier when it comes to that stuff. It's just a personality thing of hers. Cody. Over. Good. Over. Good. Good dog. Did. Good. Good. So we're just starting out with that. Good. Now, I'm going to go short. That's all right. I'm going to leave it. Cody. Good. 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 Did. Good. Good. Just kind of warming up her, warming up myself. This time she sits remote. A little bit of a sight memory for her. Give her a picture. Watch. No. Heel. Come on. Sit. Good. 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 Go back. Over. Good. Good dog. Good. Very good. Just adding to it. Did. Good. Good dog. Here. Sit. Sit. Like I said, I just want this to be nice and clean. There's one over the fence. This one I'm going to stand up. I want it to be very clear to her. She's going to end up going back for 2. We're going to send her back on both of them. Good dog. Good. Heel. Watch. No, heel. We're just doing that little watch. That's what my buddy Craig does. And I do think with her in particular, it helps her focus and warm up for the idea of sending. Kind of eliminates this issue of reading her. I really get her to kind of mentally picture, sight image that that dummy. Cody. Good. Ah! Good. Good. Go back. Good. Good. Back right away. I don't want to give her a chance to think about that second one. Good. Good. Did. Good. That was nice. I'm gonna be particular about pausing a little bit with her now, because I think she understands this concept. She's got to pause. She's got to be facing me. I got to get her in the habit of facing me. I used to let her slide with a little bit of a angle away or a broadside to me. I gotta end that now. I let her get away with it just because the focus was getting her back, and she used to get sticky turning all the way around. So I let her do it halfway. It was less sticky. Now it's not sticky anymore. She gets it. So now we gotta get it square, because we're not far off from going right and left, and I can't have her get in a habit of stopping and facing sideways, because what if I got to send her this way and she's facing that way? I got to get her to turn and square to me. So I'll recall her if she doesn't square up. She's not going to go back until she squares up. She's not going to go back until she's patient and waits. Get her lined here. Watch. Nope. Heel. Just add a little bit to it. Come on. Good. Now we got the most distance we're gonna have today. It's not a ton, but it's plenty. 40 yards. Good. Good. She's got real good patience about her today. Good. Good. Watch. Cody. Cody. Go back. Go back. No, 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 no. Good. Good. Go back. Over. Good. Good dog. Very good. Good. Hold. Good. Dead. That is a good dog. Good. Good. Heel. Heel. And like I said before, I'm going to take that. I'm going to work her a little bit on a hunt, and then that's it. I'm real happy with that because of how impatient or potentially frustrated I was going into it this morning for no reason with the dogs, just things going on. I had a bunch of stuff on my mind when I woke up this morning and tried to get it done. I was just short, and that happens sometimes. So I'm not proud of it. I got to get better at it, but she did real well. She took everything we did well. My mental notes are, I gotta get her in this habit of turning around and stopping facing to me. We'll get there. For a while I didn't worry about it, and so keep in mind that's something that I was accepting of a week ago. I'd have been happy for it 10 days ago for her to stop to the whistle and turn. I like that she's responsive because she knows the routine. She knows she's going back. She jumps a gun, and I'm able to stop her. That's a control thing. If you're not able to stop them, you're stuck. Because she would have got the reward. She'd have brought it back. There's nothing I could say to her anymore. She's not going to learn from that. She is going to learn from it. She's going to learn the wrong thing. So that's the wrong habit to be forming. So she's coming along. She's come a long ways in a relatively short period of time. And we've got a long ways to go, but I am going to, over the next, we got some holidays coming up. She's going to go home to her owners for a few days in a row, and then she'll come back for a few days in a row, and then she'll go back for a few days in a row over the next 2 weeks. That's going to break up our training a little bit. Will it slow it down? Yes. Are we going faster than I normally go? Yes. So I don't think I'm not too worried about it. I do think it's okay to give them a chance to kind of recharge as long as they don't go backwards. When I say recharge, I mean kind of take a break. Don't let what you've done slip. Don't let it go backwards. So I'm gonna work her into this cover right behind Ben. We'll just do it right here. I'm gonna have her hunt this area, hunt this area, hunt this area, and then I'll get a tennis ball into her. And then I'll have her hunt it, hunt it, hunt it. I want to probably stop her to a whistle once. She is a little bit unsteady, so I do want to work on the idea of her not running in. Her steadiness is good, great. I've allowed it to get a little looser for some of these drills, and so I need to be careful about when I tighten it up and how tight I get it, because I don't want to risk kind of shutting her down mentally for some of this new stuff that we're working on. So, all right, let's go. Find it. Find it. Good. Good. Lost. Lost. Good. Let her work this taller grass. Good. Good. A little less talk than normal. I normally wouldn't talk much, but with the camera I talk way more. Lost. That's what gets in the way. She breaks when she breaks away from her job when she hears me. Lost. Good. Good. Let her work that cover out. Good. Get a tennis ball in while she's not watching. Good. Lost. Good. Good. Lost. Lost. Good dog. Good dog. Good. Did. Put the ball away. Put her back in. Go ahead. Go ahead. Find it. Find it. Good. Good. I did a video of this the other day for her owner, and 2 minutes is what we let her hunt before we put a ball in. Lost. Lost. I don't want her stopping that early. That was 20 seconds. And 2 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but 2 minutes is an eternity to just let them hunt, hunt, hunt without giving up. That's our goal, is to extend that they don't give up. Good. Good. Lost. Lost. Good. 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 Lost. Lost. Good. Lost. 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 Good. Good. I'm not going to reward her when she quits and looks at me. And make her hunt, make her hunt, make her hunt. Good. I want her to reward to come when she's hunting hard. Good. Lost. 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 Good. Good. Some dogs just Good, lost. Some dogs have a tendency to really continue to work. Some dogs give up really quickly. I think we can extend it on all of them, but I like those ones that just stick with it. Lost, good. The key is they always got to find something. Good. Lost, good. Good. Did. And so I wanted her to hunt and interrupt a good session of hunt. You know how she checked out a couple times and looked to me, and I'd no, lost, keep her working. I wanted her to be working for a while, interrupt that hunt with a whistle, make sure it's crisp and she looks right away. Wanted to make sure she was facing me, which she was. And then I gave her a reward of a ball and hunt to the whistle. So when she hears that hunt to a whistle, that's a cue to her. It's really close. It's got to be in this area. It was 2 steps and she was to it. Eventually what I want her to understand is when you hear that whistle, really hunt this area. And the tighter the better. They'll always kind of open up the pattern. It's hard to dial them into a tighter pattern. So that's it for today. That was a real good positive lesson off of a morning that quite honestly, when Ben got here, I was questioning, should I even do it this morning? Because my mind isn't really into it. And I just kind of said, yeah, we have to, but let's keep it simple and ensure we don't get into trouble. And, you know, by including and incorporating that barrier, that fence, that's a step. I mean, that's a additional layer into this training, and she went back on it multiple times without an issue. So very short lesson today, real sweet, short, successful, and then we build off of that. So good. Come on.